What if I told you that the world's most influential book is also its most misunderstood, not by outsiders, but by the very people who hold it closest to their hearts? We're about to explore a paradox so profound, it reshapes how we see faith, language, and identity. Think about this for a moment. Across the globe, nearly 2 billion people revere one single text. It sits in their homes, guides their rituals, and shapes their lives. But here is the startling truth. For a vast majority of them, hundreds of millions, this book is a closed code. A message they honor with their lips, but cannot access with their minds, because they don't understand the language it's written in. This isn't about belief. This is about comprehension. Let's make this personal. Imagine a young student in Jakarta, or a farmer in Bangladesh, or a shopkeeper in Karachi. Every day, they recite words of immense beauty and power. They find comfort in the rhythm, solace in the sound. But the meaning, the direct message, the moral instruction, the revolutionary ideas remains just out of reach. It's like being given the most detailed map for life's journey. But the map is in a language you are never taught to read. We wouldn't accept this for a doctor's prescription. We wouldn't accept it for a legal contract. Yet for the book that defines eternity, we've normalized the disconnect. Now, how did this happen? History gives us clues. For centuries, religious knowledge was mediated through scholars and institutions. Access to direct understanding was limited, while recitation was encouraged for blessing. This wasn't necessarily malicious. It was often practical, even limitations in literacy and education. But let's contrast this with other world traditions. In Jewish communities, children learn Hebrew to read the Torah directly. Buddhist monks study Pali to access the Buddha's original words. There is a universal principle here. Sacred text demands engagement. Not just repetition, but comprehension. So why, for the Quran, the only book millions will ever physically touch with such reverence, have we created a culture where recitation without understanding is not just common, but is often celebrated as enough? This isn't a small thing. When you separate a people from the direct meaning of their core text, you create a spiritual dependency. You outsource understanding. You make them vulnerable to misinterpretation, manipulation, and emptiness. The words become a shell, and the soul of the message can get lost. But I'm not here to just highlight a problem. I'm here to point to a breathtaking shift that's already happening. All over the world, from online academies to local study circles, a movement is growing. It's a movement of Muslims who are asking a simple, powerful question. What does my Lord actually say to me? They're not abandoning tradition. They're fulfilling its deepest purpose. They are learning Arabic, not to become scholars, but to become direct recipients. They are opening the Quran and hearing, maybe for the first time, a conversation meant specifically for them. This is the most exciting revival of our time. It's quiet, personal, and revolutionary. It's about reclaiming agency over your own faith. Imagine a world where that young student, that farmer, that shopkeeper doesn't just recite, but understands. Where the Quran's guidance on justice, mercy, patience, and love isn't a mysterious rumor, but a clear daily instruction. That world is possible. It starts with valuing meaning as much as we value melody. So the next time you hear those majestic verses, ask yourself, is my connection to this book based on sound alone or on sense? The journey to bridge that gap is the most important journey you can take. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.